in economics, if there's a highly saturated market,
Yeah,
not many new people are going to come into it.
exactly.
Right?
But we're
There's
receiving a lot.
Yeah. In the last year alone, approximately 2.5 million people came to Dubai. Where's the oversupply, my brother?
Yeah, but why people are saying this? Why they're saying this oversupply? I don't understand it.
People love to be negative. That's what catches attention.
There is this toxicity in sales environments in all brokerage companies and developers. Like you can see that there is between salespeople, there is this. It's like a war zone. Is it this? Do you feel as because it's the first time I'm talking to someone who is in the top management. Should I buy or rent if I live in Dubai?
I say buy.
But obviously that's the best. Don't rent. You know, cars you rent.
Yeah, cars you can rent.
Yeah, but houses buy. People think the opposite, unfortunately. So usually on CHEKD, I have either real estate people or people who work for a developer, a sales. I have people with interesting stories. But because the podcast is about real estate, I'm gonna say it's the first time where I successfully brought one of the decision makers of one of the great developers in Dubai. I have with me Mustafa from Empire Development. Bro, I heard about your projects. They're amazing. And I'm happy to have you with me, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me on the show. It was a pleasure.
So, Mustafa, just for the audience of CHEKD, briefly, tell me about you, like, from a professional standpoint. What's your designation? What do you do?
My name is Mustafa Kamran.
Yeah.
I've been working at Empire Developments since the start.
Yeah.
And right now my designation is managing director.
Yeah.
And I take care of a lot of the day-to-day things that go on in the company and
the dirty work.
You could
the
say.
hard work.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that that are taken care of even off the scenes, right? Like as a developer, there's construction that needs to be taken care of. There's engineers that have to be taken care of. There's third-party people. There's so many aspects that people don't see. You know what people see in development? People see the fancy project. People see the sales. People see everyone making huge commissions.
The galas and all of that, but they don't see the sweat. The sweat and blood.
There's so much work that goes into it behind the scenes that, I mean, if we get into it, we could do 4 or 5 hours of this. But like,
Empire, as per my research, what I know about it, is like a boutique developer that is doing a lot of good job. You guys are very generous when it comes to the sizes. You have like nice. I feel like you want to say something.
Yeah. I when you said boutique, that gave me a little bit of
a cringe.
Because I wouldn't use the word boutique.
Why?
I just wouldn't see myself as a boutique developer because I would say that we're a startup developer. Right?
Oh, okay.
So let me explain. We're starting up. We've set the roots and foundations for what we have in mind.
Yeah.
Right? So we have a certain vision where I want Empire to be.
All right.
And Empire is not a boutique development where we're only making like, one-off projects here and there. No, we're trying to we have a bigger vision in mind.
Do you think that the place where you are now, it was also one of the factors that enable you to be what you are today and to your family to be what they are today, is because Dubai is facilitating this entrepreneurship dreams for people, expats here?
Yes. There's something I mentioned to you earlier, right?
Yeah.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, he said this in one of his speeches.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Where if you're a gazelle or a lion, you better wake up in the morning and start running. Right? If you're the prey or the predator.
Yeah, you have to run.
Right?
Yeah, it was like cryptid. So, only like smart people got it. Yeah, it's for the hard workers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to understand. If you're going to come to Dubai and sit around and do nothing, it's not going to facilitate you.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're here to work hard and trying to make something of yourself and do something great.
The setup for business here or the culture of business here is rapid and encouragable. Like they encourage you.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Right? Very fast. Very strong. And you just if you work, the work will come for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a positive cycle.
Yeah, that's what happened to, like, I feel like business in Dubai is in an early stage. There is less competition, even though people say, oh, there's a lot of I don't feel like there's really a lot of competition.
And think about it this way. If there was a lot of competition, right, in economics, if there's a highly saturated market,
yeah,
not many new people are going to come into it.
Exactly.
Right?
But we're receiving a lot.
Yeah. There's so many people that are coming here in Dubai, right? Think about it this way. In the last year alone, approximately 2.5 million people came to Dubai.
What?
2.5 million.
Come to reside.
Yeah. New people came to Dubai. That's how much the population has increased by.
So,
right?
yeah,
so think about it that way, that if that many people are coming to Dubai, right? It went from, I believe the figure was 9 to 11.
Okay.
Right? 11 million, the population in the UAE.
Yeah.
Think about it this way, man. If 2.5 million people have come here, there's a reason they're here.
Yeah.
They're not here.
Opportunities are,
Yeah, there's so much opportunity here. There's so much room to grow.
And there's a lot of fields. Like, you can do a lot of things. Yeah.
You don't have to go into real estate. Whether there's cars, there's real estate, there's construction, there's
tourism.
There's tourism. Tourism's a
F&B,
big one.
Yeah.
F&B, hotels, leisure. There's
coming back to you.
Opportunities.
If you will, let's say in a different scenario, you don't, let's say you will not pick, if you don't pick real estate, what would you go for? Regardless of real estate.
You know, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
Because for me, there's so many options that are there. But I've picked this out of my own passion, right?
No, but you have to give me one. Like, if Mustafa, he's not into real estate.
No, if Mustafa's not into real estate, there is no Mustafa.
Seriously, at this point, you cannot. For me, if you ask me, I would have been a real estate agent.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can go into any business.
Yeah.
But I won't be the same
Yeah.
me. You know, like,
okay, so you don't have any secondary thing or field that you like?
Oh man, I'm here to make this work.
Yeah.
Like, there's no plan B here. There's like one. That's it.
Yeah. So this is how. So for you, either real estate, I don't nothing.
That's
hobbies. Even hobbies, no sport.
No,
yeah.
bro. I mean, I love to play different sports. Man.
Yeah.
I love football. Bro. Manchester United fan. So I mean, at the end of the day, you can.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of understand you, because for me, when I was having a conversation with a friend, he told me, "Oh, Walid, because I have a dream to be like a movie producer. If this would not work." I didn't even like the question. I was like, "How do you mean? I don't want even to think what would I do if this would not work."
That's what
I don't want to. It's like only play plan A or plan A. There's no plan B.
There's no plan B.
Yeah.
There's you're here to make it, and because we're that type of people, right? You can't think of something else because it's not comprehensible. Like, you cannot understand what life would be like if you weren't doing what you love, right?
Of course.
Like, think about it this way: you're doing you're doing podcasts, you're doing
media stuff,
industry. Like, you're in this industry because you love it.
Of course,
right? It's a hobby. It's a passion. Same for me.
Yeah,
that's why I do what I do.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
some people, like, they passion can be something industrious, like real estate. You know, it can be like, I have a friend, we were talking about Bardia. He's passionate about real estate.
Yeah.
But I want to circle back to something very important. You told me that last year 2.5 million people reside in Dubai, and I hear a lot about, like, a lot of people are coming to Dubai, but in the same time, there's some people, they're saying, oh, look, there is oversupply in terms of development. So now I have developer with me, so I can talk about the uncomfortable questions.
Where's the oversupply, my brother?
Yeah, but why people are saying this? Why they're saying this oversupply? I don't understand it.
I don't know. See, people love to be negative. That's what catches attention.
Yeah.
Right? Let's not be negative.
Yeah.
Where's the oversupply? I don't see an oversupply. Right? There's 2.5 million people that came here.
Yeah.
Brother, that's not a joke.
If each person occupy one house, but I think
on average, let's say one house is occupied by 2 people.
Yeah.
Right? You still need 1.25 million homes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And we, some other, like, a very small subset of people that are very good at real estate, I personally know them, they're saying, no, wait, actually we have a shortage. And like, what? Like,
brother, there's foreign investors. There's expats that are moving here. The local population of the UAE is growing.
Yeah.
If everything is becoming bigger,
Yeah.
and the UAE is opening up, right? Dubai is becoming more
Big,
brother,
more metropolitan.
let's say 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, what was Dubai? Right? You started from Dera and maybe ended at Dubai, Mall of the Emirates.
Okay.
When we used to speak about Jabal Ali, we used to think, oh my God, Jabal Ali is so far.
Yeah.
Who's going to go to Jabal Ali? Right? But you got to think about it this way. Dubai has become smaller. Because of the amount of people here, we're just finding new places to develop because there's no more space to develop
like,
in the center.
You're telling me like Jabal Ali used to look far, but now because there's a lot of development, it's like, you can easily reach the Jabal Ali.
And people are occupying those areas more and more now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not about there's a shortage or there's an oversupply. There is a shortage. There's no oversupply. Brother, think about it this way. When, let's say, anyone launches a project, why is it getting sold out?
Yeah, I mean, they're all getting sold out.
Let's think about it logically. They're all getting sold out, right? Even my project sold out.
Yeah.
Why would it sell out if there's no shortage?
If
there was a oversupply, no one would be buying. It's basic economics.
Yeah,
right?
basic economics.
If there's an oversupply, prices would start coming down. If there's an oversupply, the people would stop buying because they have too many options in the market.
But do you think the prices are slowing down in terms of like cost per square foot?
No. Why would it? Dubai is one of the cheapest metropolitan areas around the world. Take for example Hong Kong, New York.
Oh, Hong Kong
Paris.
is not even no.
Like we're nowhere close, right? But but Dubai, compared to infrastructure against those cities, is leaps and years beyond them.
Yeah.
Think about New York. Take New York,
New
for
York
example.
is very primitive in terms of infrastructure.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is there's a perception built upon New York being very congested, packed, right? Expensive.
Super expensive.
Dubai, still, downtown, you can still enjoy a nice meal and it's not crazy expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
You see where I'm going with this?
I know, yeah.
Dubai still has a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
If you're saying, if me and you are agreeing today that it is better than New York, it is better let's just say in one area in terms of infrastructure, it is better. Downtown Dubai is better than downtown New York. Which one's gonna go higher?
Basically, Dubai. So there is more room. What you're saying, it makes a lot of sense. So what you're saying is that because there is Dubai, it's safe, infrastructure is amazing, beautiful,
safety is insane,
all of that,
and
still it's cheaper than New York. So we have room to grow.
Cheaper, quality of life is better here, and if you're a Muslim, if you're
not even that's it's like the New York of Muslims, like
but not just for Muslims. If any religion, right? There's a couple of years ago we had the year of tolerance, right?
Yeah,
where every religion was open to being in the UAE, right?
Yeah.
We have masjids, we have churches, we have
many
different temples,
everything.
We have everything. The
synagogue, we have even synagogue, so we have everything. Yeah,
the UAE is open to all cultures and all ethnicities and religions and everything. That's what makes it such a safe place. It's a melting pot for the world.
Yeah.
So where is the oversupply?
Yeah, again,
if everyone's coming here,
so just shut it down. There is no oversupply. Because people that convince, Dubai is, because now I'm podcasting and I'm asking a lot of real estate people, and then I tell them, okay, so what's your proof? Why are you saying it's oversupplied? Zero proof. Nobody is proving. They're just talking. Yeah. You know, one guy said, I see a lot of empty apartment. Like, the hell? Like,
cool, the guy didn't rent it. Now
maybe he bought it, he keeping it empty, or maybe they're not there anyways.
there's 100 of reasons.
Yeah.
But you can't say, oh, just because the apartment's empty, that there's an oversupply. That's not how it works. That's the fundamental thing that's wrong with people's perceptions. That okay, if there's listings on Bayut, whatever website you see, listings on the portals, that there's so much supply, everyone wants to sell. No, not everyone wants to sell.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we as a developer, we're selling out of our projects. There are times where we're trying to, sell more, but we're out of the project. We're sold out. We're like, okay, we're done.
So we need to build more.
Yeah.
So even as a developer, you are obliged to keep up building because there's people buying.
Keep up with the demand.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to ask you just something.
Yeah.
Talking about this, it's really important for me because developers they answer this the best. So when it comes to nationalities, because we talked that Dubai is a melting pot for a lot of nationalities and it's a metropolitan city, I've heard that the number one investors, they used to be Indians.
Okay.
And it was a shocker when I heard that, now there is English people, UK people, they're like beating the competition.
Okay.
I mean, is this correct? I feel still like I cannot find, like, it doesn't make sense to me. What do you think about that?
The fun part about that is it's different for everyone. Okay?
You meaning every developer?
Yeah. Every developer is completely different.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right? It really depends on what product you're selling.
All right.
Okay? For me, in my projects, you'd be surprised. Arabs are some of the top investors or buyers or end users in my projects. Arabs, Khaliji, Syrian, Palestinian, wherever they are.
Yeah. So you have more Arab nationals versus other nationals, like from other...
I have a lot of Europeans, right? I have French, Italian, German. The list goes very long, but I would say there's a lot of Arabs.
Arab nationals,
Bro, Khalijis, locals are buying in my project, right? Which is... like, if
so
they're buying, that there's something there.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that this the classification of nationals, it depends from one developer to another.
One developer to another, one project to another. It depends on what you're offering.
Yeah.
And what just strikes a chord in
that nationality, that culture. Yeah.
Right. For example, if I'll give you a very broad example. If we're offering a project like my Arjan project, with big sizes, with swimming pools, with amenities, with literally we're going this full 9 miles, we're going above and beyond, right? If I'm giving all that stuff, people are gonna like it. The big sizes, the UK people like, the Europeans like, and because those smaller sizes, you don't find those big sizes. You don't find that often.
Yeah, I mean, there is like Dubai is shrinking. Dubai is shrinking in terms of sizes.
If you have the money to buy it, you're gonna go for the bigger project.
All right.
And it doesn't matter if you're Arab, UK. A lot of UK buyers obviously prefer the bigger sizes, right? Europeans and things like that, they prefer the bigger sizes. Whereas other nationalities, like your Indians and stuff, they focus on the actual price that they're paying out.
Yeah, they're more... Okay, also I have another question for as Empire State or Empire Development. Is Empire Development attracting end users or investors?
Also depends, right?
All right.
Let's
depends on the project.
Depends on the project, right? Because some projects are geared towards end users. They're
all right.
End user product. Right? If an investor's buying, that's his call. But that project is built for the end user.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So let's take, for example, my 2 projects. I have one project with Empire Estates in Arjan with the big sizes, private pools, with amenities, branded lobby, smart homes. You name it, it's there.
Yeah.
We have the solar panels on the top.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
But the bigger sizes, they're geared towards end users.
Cool,
They're more expensive, but an end user would like that extra space. That extra,
because he's thinking to live in it.
Exactly, and the layouts are a bit different. Whereas if you're, for example, Dubai Science Park, which is geared towards more investor-friendly product.
All right.
Right? Those are a little bit more conservative units. The ticket prices might be a little less. The per square footage might make more sense. And those are the type of things we've still, by the way, those investor building, like this investor building, Dubai Science, Empire Livings in Dubai Science Park.
Empire Livings, yeah.
Yeah, we've gone with 1.5 floor, 30,000 square feet of amenities.
So investor project, there is more amenities,
Not necessarily.
less size.
Not necessarily.
All right.
It has nothing to do with it. It's just we wanted to make something different, something new.
So your catch is that you have a investor driven project, but you were also generous when it comes to the amenities.
Yeah. So again, it's more. We understand that investors, what are they gonna do? They're gonna rent their
exactly.
product, right?
Yeah, they're looking something. Not I will not say they were looking something in as close to a hot zone to rent.
So
yeah,
the project location, hot zone.
Yes.
The project itself, fire. Right?
Yeah.
When I say fire, brother, I mean like it's lit.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
good quality.
It's cooking. Right? You have the one full floor, 30,000 square feet, bro. That's massive.
Yeah.
Right? We've literally raised
the
one
bar.
full floor. Right? There's no units there. Right?
It's only amenities. What do you have as amenities?
Imagine if I put units there, I could make more money.
But you thought more about the
value I'm giving them. Yeah. Right? They're giving their trust to me. They're giving their hard-earned money. To invest in their future.
Yeah.
I have a sense of responsibility on my shoulders, right?
Of course.
So I have to go above and beyond when it comes to giving these things.
You know, I totally understand you, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys are at least keeping the bar of Dubai like held, because unfortunately we're seeing other developers, they're not doing like that, and some of them are like known in the market, especially when it comes to branded residences. I mean, I don't know if you heard, but I think I saw some things that I was shocked. Like, I feel like what we call branded residences, they're like a normal residence. They just add a badge, I don't know what big name, and then, this is a branded residence. But if you go inside, there's nothing different. There's nothing special.
So, with branded residences, it's a bit of a touchy subject, right?
Yeah.
There's good branded residences, right?
Yeah.
In the market, you can check on yourself. There's branded residences that have good quality, that have something different. They have that wow factor that you're looking for,
they are
right?
up to what they're saying.
Yeah. But then there's some that don't cut it.
Yeah.
Right? But that's with any product, right? Think about it that way. Even if they're not branded, there's certain products in the market that you go into them, you're like,
what's this?
What's this?
Yeah. Like, it's like you feel like when you touch the walls, you feel like
you don't feel
that there's a proper home. Yeah, there's something missing.
So let's take, for example, this is a very common thing that I've seen in North America versus here.
All right, that's cool.
North America, they use a drywall in between the room walls.
Okay,
so let's say there's two rooms. In between the partition, they use drywall.
All right,
like gypsum.
Yeah, so they make no sound, like the sound.
No. You can hear everything between the two rooms.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here in Dubai, we use blockwork. Okay. So
blockwork. Okay, that's interesting. I like that.
So we use actual bricks, right? Like you could think of them bricks, but they're basically hollowed out concrete blocks.
Yeah.
That we stack as a wall.
Cool.
Right? So the main difference is if I punch the drywall, my hand's gonna go through. If I punch a brick wall, my hand's not. The brick wall is gonna hurt my hand.
So it's more solid.
Yeah. So it's more solid. It's you can feel the quality difference.
So I'm sure you traveled a lot. I mean, when we talk, you always mention countries. accept the antiquity buildings, the old buildings in other countries. If I ask you, the modern buildings, the modern, let's say, the modern flats or villas, if we compare the ones that are built here versus the one that are built in Europe or in the US, do you think the UAE, Dubai specifically, they are a better quality versus those developers in other countries, especially the West, or the West are better?
Well, there's no question about it. But at the end of the day, you have to consider a couple more factors.
Yeah.
You could say that Dubai is built stronger, but you have to remember one thing. There, they have to account for heat. They have to account for like the heating systems. Because it's very cold there, right?
Yeah.
So they can't necessarily make it out of blockwork, right? There are certain restrictions that they have.
Okay.
But overall, if you're talking about
robustness,
I would say Dubai easily, right? Because like I said, the blockwork example is a very small one.
Yeah, there's other factors.
There's a million things that I can bring up, but I mean, obviously, we don't have time to talk about a million things. But that's the small example that I can give you.
You can give, yeah. Because there's a lot of people, they say in the comment section, oh, Dubai buildings, they're like wood, they're like plastic. There's no like robust.
I'll give you an example. We as a developer, we give a 1-year warranty for our apartments.
1-year warranty, like to see if they're like
which country or whoever is offering that. It's like, for example, it's to make sure that you can trust living in
the quality. Yeah.
If there's something goes sideways, we're here.
Yeah. I want to ask you. So now after you told me that the majority of your clients or the main nationalities that invest in your projects are from Arab countries, do you think in terms of culture or in terms of behavior, do you think the investors in the UAE they have a certain behavior versus investors in other countries? Like, meaning, if I think about it, investors in Algeria, I'm from Algeria. The typical investor in Algeria, he invests to live in, end user. But in the UAE, it's the opposite. Like, the typical investor, he invests to just rent. You know what I mean? So it's a different game.
So it's the mentality, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about investor mentality, here everyone's making return on their investment.
Yeah, ROIs,
right? So that's the main name of the game.
Yeah.
How much money are you going to make once you cash out, right? In the UAE, let's say, for example, rental ROIs.
Yeah.
They go 8, 9, 10%. They're very high for other, like around the world. They're relatively high. So compared to other places, people don't mind making the investment and just sitting on it as a rental property.
Yeah.
People will buy full floors and just have
just to rent them. Yeah. But do you think I feel like lately we're starting receiving more. Do you feel like there is more end users lately? Like we're shifting to an end user.
100%.
Yeah, you're feeling that, right?
I feel like right after COVID, there's a lot of investors hopping in, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously at that time, investors had the cash, so they just pump in the money and grab the properties.
Yeah.
But now I feel, even just sitting here, I've probably gotten 3-4 calls from mortgage guys just trying to figure out if I want a mortgage, right?
But selling you mortgage. Yeah.
The thing is that gives you a really baseline idea of what's working in the market. So if there's a lot of mortgages being sold, that gives you a good idea that, okay, there's a lot of mortgages being sold. A lot of people want to live in their own property.
Obviously, because if I take a mortgage, I'm planning to stay here for a long time.
Yeah.
Talking about sales and selling and people calling you, I mean, I know that developers count a lot on channel partners and have a lot of agencies working with to diversify their pipeline. So is Empire following the same strategy in terms of, or you have a direct sales approach with your clients?
No, Empire really focuses on working closely with our channel partners.
All right.
We love when different real estate companies come to us and, want to work with us, we really encourage that.
Yeah.
That people come learn about our project.
Yeah.
Because, again, the product is such that I've had people who have come and meet me in the office and they're just like, wow. They're blown away by the product because it's a product that I can proudly say that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just, we just neglected it and we just built it, right? We did it just for the money. No, we did it for the passion. It's more than just the building for us,
those people, when they come, like I'm referring to the agents or the brokerage companies, when they come, they can see that, okay, this developer, they are like working from their hearts. They're not like just like trying to build and sell.
We really care about our channel partners, right? Like, for example, I personally know a lot of them, right? They come meet us in the office, right? We give that little bit of a personal touch to it.
Of course, yeah.
You can see a personal touch, right? But it's not that we want more people to come and meet us and know us and learn about our product.
Yeah.
Because again, goes back to it. We're proud of it. Like, for example, I'll give you another example that we've done. To stay in line with Sheikh Mohammed's vision for the year of sustainability.
All right.
We've added solar panels to both our projects on the roof to generate renewable energy.
That's right. I love these innovations, man.
Right?
I wish we see more of it. Yeah.
It's those small things that add so much value.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it that these are the things that you're actually giving.
Yeah.
Like smart home systems, we're making the building green, eco-friendly, nice to,
But I want to ask you something that just popped up to my head, talking about sales and all of that. Look, we all know that real estate, it's a field of sharks when it comes to sales.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. There is this toxicity in sales environments in all brokerage companies and developers. Like, you can see that there is, between salespeople, there is this, it's like a war zone. Is it this? Do you feel because it's the first time I'm talking to someone who is in the top management.
Yeah.
So I want to know, do you guys in top management, do you think they know that the culture in the sales offices is like this? First of all, I'm sure they know, but do you think it's good? Do you think it can be different? What do you think about it?
Look, a little bit of healthy competition never hurts anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
So you don't see that culture? You don't see that clash?
We don't see the clash because our sales guys, they understand that, okay, there's the boundary of ethics.
Yeah.
Right? There's certain things that we don't cross, right? Like, what I'm trying to get at is we're a family. Right?
So do you think with the future it will, because I feel like you as a developer, I feel, given that you are in Dubai and Dubai is growing and you guys are doing a good job, so probably you will get more, you get bigger, more sales team, more projects and all that. Do you think with the time this culture will change? The family culture will become like cousins and then enemies, you know what I mean?
As the family grows, it's only gonna get stronger. Right?
So you sure in your, or is it like a wishful thinking, or you have a sort of, not technique, a sort of management style that keep the salespeople as family?
You could say it's a type of management style, but with any family, the bigger it gets, the more powerful it gets, the more strong it gets.
Yeah.
Right? This is not wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Like, being here, in Dubai, you have to have some sense of wishful thinking.
Of course, wishful thinking is good, like to be positive. But do you think,
not unrealistic? Yeah. Right? Like, me being realistic is very important in the sense that, okay, they're our family.
Yeah.
Even my admin staff is my family. Like, you have to think about it this way. In the company, there's not just sales. There's admin. Yeah. There's HR. There's lawyers involved. There's,
of course, especially the lawyers, they're needed.
There's sales support staff. There's sales support staff too.
Like, the telesales people.
No. They're the support staff who help the sales with structuring the deals and things like that. There's countless people. The people who the servers who help bring coffee.
Yeah.
It's not that oh,
Developer
everyone
is like
knows-
construction and sales. No, there is a lot of things.
There's so many. There's engineers. We're all one family. Everyone knows everyone. Even if the family becomes so big that people might not know people, it's okay. But it just reinforces the fact that we are one and
One
we're all
body, yeah.
going
The
for
same
one
direct- yeah.
objective.
You know, the
Even
reason why-
sales, their one objective is to sell the building out.
Yeah.
Right? So why would they hate each other for doing their one objective for the company?
But you know what I mean? This is just like in the end of the day, is like, you know, for example, if an agent come and he dealing with one sales guy, and then another salesperson try to talk to that agent like, why are you talking to my you know, that's what, like, this drama is childish, but still some people like
there's obviously structures and rules in place to protect everyone.
Yeah,
against
so
that,
you
right?
guys are, you have these rules to protect each person's, everything is aligned.
Of course.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if someone has a falling out with someone else, right? We don't want to lose that relationship with the outside brokerage.
Of course,
right? Because those relationships are very important to us.
Of course, yeah.
And we're going to obviously discuss with them, see who they want to deal with, and then they deal with that accordingly.
Yeah, of course.
But again, these are one-off.
Yeah.
You know, Walid, one-off situations that are taken care of as they come, right? But generally speaking, if there's a relationship there and the broker wants to deal with that person, I have nothing to stop me,
it's something else. So you cannot control everything.
We can't control everything. There's certain things that
there's stuff. There's life is life. C'est la vie, like the French people say. Look, we reached a point in a podcast where we're gonna do the challenges.
Okay. I was waiting for this one.
Yeah, it's the best part. We have 2 challenges with Mustafa, not one. So we're gonna do the. Okay, let's start with the first one.
I bet.
Okay. So for you, I tweaked it a little bit. All right.
I know you were planning a surprise for me. I knew that.
There is a new challenge, then there is the old challenge. But even the old challenge is tweaked a little bit. So let's start. Dubai Mall versus Emirates Mall. Which one you go for?
Dubai Mall.
Okay, branded or non-branded residences?
Non-branded.
Thank you for that. High rise or low rise?
High rise.
High rise?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love a view.
Okay. Yeah, you're right for that. The views, high rise is better. Okay. You like bigger sizes or unit size or amenities? Amenities versus so you don't care about the size.
Man, you need space to, like, personally.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah, I would like a bigger room, but if you have a lot of amenities throughout the day, you're gonna be out and about.
Yeah.
Right?
You're living in a good community where you can do stuff outside of your house. Yeah.
It makes us feel more community centric. You get to meet new people, learn new things. It's more fun.
Cool. Okay. Should I buy or rent if I live in Dubai?
I say buy.
But obviously, that's the best. Don't rent. You know, cars you rent.
Yeah, cars you can rent.
Yeah, but houses buy. People think the opposite, unfortunately. Community pool or private pool?
Private pool.
GVC or GVT?
JVC.
Sorry, so let me do it again. I always make this mistake. JVC or JVT?
They're both good. JVC. Right now, people love it.
Yeah, JVC. Yeah. JVT is not popular as
I like JVT personally more. But if I was to build a JVC, there's just people love it there.
Yeah, and it's one of the best investment options. Okay, Li1 or DLRC? Li1. Science Park or Production City?
Dubai Science Park, it's so nice. It's beautifully built.
Yeah, but people need to know more about it. Yeah, it's a little bit like people
it's under the radar. For sure.
Under the radar. Du or Etisalat?
Etisalat.
Emirates Airlines or Etihad Airways?
Emirates.
Burj Khalifa or Burj Al Arab?
Burj Khalifa.
JBR or City Walk?
City Walk.
Okay. Dubai Marina or downtown?
Downtown.
Uber or Careem if you're not going to use your car?
Uber.
Uber, yeah? Talabat or Deliveroo?
Deliveroo.
Deliveroo.
Yeah.
Like me on that. Wild Wadi Water Park or Atlantis?
Atlantis.
You like Atlantis?
Yeah, I like
You don't like
Atlantis.
Wild Wadi?
I love Atlantis.
But majority of people who are born and brought up here, they go for Wild Wadi.
I don't know why I love Atlantis.
You like Atlantis?
I like Wild Wadi. Don't get me wrong, but I've always just loved the Poseidon themed. You know, like the
there is more. Yeah, in
the
terms
theme.
of obviously Atlantis is better and bigger, but still, like for me, it's like I have nostalgic feelings with Wild
I've been
Wadi.
to the Atlantis in Jamaica too.
Oh, there is Atlantic in Jamaica. I didn't know.
In the Caribbeans. I don't think it was Jamaica, but Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Islands. Yeah.
So the same brand. I didn't know that. Mercedes or BMW?
Mercedes.
You didn't even think about it. iPhone or Samsung?
iPhone.
Obviously. Okay. I have another challenge for you. It's not gonna be a long one.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna use you as a lab rat. I'm like experimenting this new challenge.
This will be fun.
I did it only with one person, and you're the second. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 options.
Okay.
Which one you will rent, which one you will sell, which one you will rent in personally, which one you will sell if you bought, and which one you would like to live in.
Okay.
All right?
Done.
So between downtown, Creek Harbor, and Dubai Marina.
Oof. Sell Dubai Marina.
Okay.
Live in. I mean, I'd rent maybe downtown.
All right.
Maybe Creek Harbor. I don't know. Both are very confusing.
Creek
Both
Harbor
are
and
very-
downtown
yeah.
is it's very hard to
Yeah.
pinpoint. So again, you will sell Dubai Marina, so you'll buy it
That's
and
easy.
resell it.
That's
yeah,
easy.
because it's you think it's higher ROI, capital appreciation.
Too far.
Okay. Downtown, you don't know.
Honestly, you want my honest answer?
Yes.
Sell all 3. Buy something nice.
That's right. You
Sell
buy them,
everything.
you sell them, and you buy something nicer. Okay. Townhouse, villa, or flat? Between townhouse, villa, and flat.
I would buy flat, live in the villa, and sell townhouse.
So, okay. So you will live in the villa. You will resell the flat. You will sell the flat, not buy. You sell.
No. I would buy the flat
You will sell the flat.
and rent out the townhouse.
So you rent out the townhouse. Okay. So you think the townhouse have a higher ROI than
The flat probably have the highest ROI.
so the flat have the highest ROI?
Yeah, I mean they're good for renting and selling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're easier. They're lower on the ticket price spectrum, right? So
Yeah.
they're an easier commodity to move.
Cool. I
You know
got
what
your
I
point.
mean?
Yeah. So now it's a hard one. Yeah. Palm Jumeirah, Emirates Hills, or District 1?
I feel like I would live in District 1.
Okay. Good choice.
I would sell Palm Jumeirah.
Sell Palm Jumeirah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the beach. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Okay. Sell Palm Jumeirah, and then sorry, what was the last one?
Emirates Hills.
I didn't even remember it. So
Yeah.
there you go.
So you just throw it on the bus.
Yeah, I mean, District 1, I love the community.
Yeah,
so,
it's amazing. The lagoon and all of that.
of course.
Mustafa, yeah.
Emirates Hills, I'll still give it numbers. It's the first,
Emirates Hills is
it's
doing
the best,
in terms of
it's
numbers.
the best community in all of Dubai. So
You think it's Emirates Hills?
it's the most like it's the oldest. It's the
Posh.
most posh. It's all this.
Even comparing to District 1?
Yeah, of course,
Wow.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the old area, you know.
Yeah, it's like there is this. For me, I like when I pass by the car from there. I love it. Mustafa, it was amazing. I wish we had like 2 hours. I'm sure we're gonna meet again in another
Inshallah.
podcast.
Inshallah.
There is a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to Empire, the projects, the future, and all of that. We didn't talk a lot about the future.
Yeah.
We didn't maybe had the time to talk about the future, but maybe in another episode, we would love to project and forecast a little bit what's gonna happen in the future.
Done.
And Mustafa from Empire Development checked. So we'll see.